I'm just like, what the fuck do I know?
A lot.
I ain't got shit.
A lot.
I got me, myself, and I.
You know, a lot.
I was looking at that fucking meme too. Where is that shit at? This shit had me dying.
When you get a chance, bro, when you send me that, you sent it to me a while back. I hope you still got it. The Hispanic couple with the food. He's like,
Oh,
yeah.
You
sent that shit to me, bro, because that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, this fucking meme right here. The shit said, do you ever sit there giving great advice and think, why the hell am I so messed up when I give such great advice? That's how I feel. I'm like, I'll be fucking dropping jewels and gems when it comes to relationships.
Right.
And my shit is just fucking utter turmoil.
Bro.
Shit.
Maybe it is not you, it is the people that are involved. That is how I look at it.
Man. I don't even know no more, man. If I was drinking right now, I would just drink and call it a day.
Bro.
Shit.
Like I say, cold was always good. But like I say, I just can't do it now. I'm at least going a 3 to 4 month hiatus of just not drinking.
Yeah, I feel you.
Something like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't really know next time I drink. I know I'm so bogged down with coaching this shit right now with all this shit about to really pop off that I just ain't. I don't know how much time I'm just going. Well, I mean, I got the time to. I think it's just more priorities type of deal. Like I don't know how much time I feel like devoting to going out to go fucking drink and shit, dude. Because believe it or not, that shit can be exhausting.
Bro, I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Especially how we do it.
Yeah, because we don't play.
Shit.
We don't joke around.
And I know that probably is going to upset a lot of y'all out there.
Mm-hmm.
That you probably won't just see us out like that.
Y'all just going to have to deal with it.
Like I said, we trying to figure out this life shit.
That's all we trying to do. One day at a time, one step at a time.
Boy, I tell you, shit just... I could have used a damn good drink after this week, though.
Like that?
This week has been a fucking emotional roller coaster, dude. No Vivian Green. Shit.
Like that, huh?
Boy, I tell you, man. Shit just... Yeah. But I mean, like I said, we still here. We still rocking. We still doing what we do, man.
Which is... We best most people even on our worst day.
Yeah.
Our worst day is better than a lot of people's best day. But we'll definitely take that.
For real, man. Shit.
Like, straight up.
It's too much shit though, man. Boy, I will never understand it though. How these ugly motherfuckers, they get fine chicks and they find a way to fuck it up. Like you should be grateful that you got that and you fuck it up.
They find a way. They find a way.
And a nigga like me be over straight. Like I said, I ain't gonna sit here and say I'm just the finest motherfucker walking this earth, but I know a nigga ain't ugly. And it's a little appalling struggling. You know what I mean? Shit.
But you know what? What if, just hear me out. Like you say, far from ugly, educated, talented, emotionally intelligent, great communicator. And a lot of y'all, I'm pretty sure, feel the same way as my bro over here. All these amazing qualities. What happened if some people just settle because they can't keep up with that? They're afraid.
It's definitely possible.
You know, it's...
Because that's the one thing I ain't going to do. I ain't going to settle.
Right.
I'll sit here. Look, I came into this world by myself. I love me some me.
That part.
I mean?
That
I have no problem sitting here by my damn self. So I will sit here by my damn self before I settle for somebody that can't match my energy, my drive.
Bro.
Provide me with just those little things that I need in my infrastructure is set. Not set in regards of where I want to be, because I'm still building the empire.
Right.
But my infrastructure, as far as my mindset and the level that I'm on,
right,
that shit is set. So really, it's just somebody, just joining on to my infrastructure more than, I mean, I guess you could say adding on to it, but I said my infrastructure is set. So I could chill like a motherfucker. That shit ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Dude.
But that's the thing, though. When you dealing with somebody that's ugly, broke, and ain't got shit, I'm just throwing it out there. Ugly, broke, struggle bus, and of that caliber.
Ladies, I hope y'all listening because there's so many of y'all that this applies to.
Like, y'all settle for the skillet scrapings. You know how you supposed to, marinate your skillet, throw some Pam or some butter in that some bitch, keep stuff from sticking. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all sitting up there, put your ingredients in there and hope for the best. The next thing you know, your shit tastes like cast iron skillet at the bottom. Think the effort. They don't want to put in that effort. Now, it's totally different if, say, for instance, you got somebody that looks good but don't have that infrastructure set up. Like you say, okay, cool. We could just be a trophy couple together. I'm doing a little something, but I'm doing more than him, but he look good. That's cool. But when you got somebody that's just utterly not on that level, I feel like sometimes that is what people prefer. They prefer that because they feel like I don't have to put as much work in. I know he ain't going nowhere. I know she ain't going nowhere. I know they ain't gonna do nothing. They not gonna cheat, which they will. Ugly people cheat too. Just so y'all know. Don't think just cause you got him and he ugly and he look like old boy that say, got him, that they won't still tip out on you because they will.
Because as soon as you sit there and talk to either an ugly dude or an ugly chick, and you sit, to each his own. Like,
right. Let's throw that out there.
Obviously, what's attractive to this person may not be attractive to me. Fine.
Right.
Hey, if that's your dream, I ain't gonna take it away from you. Cool.
Right.
But let's say you take somebody that's less than attractive, and you big them up a little bit.
Right.
You so fine. You so handsome. Then they look in the mirror. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I am a little bit. I can do better than you. Let's see what I can get out here. Shoot.
That part, because it transitions. You've transitioned from being it's like Cinderella. And what I mean by that is you've transitioned from being a girlfriend or a boyfriend in that age. You start boosting them up, getting them right. You transition from being a girlfriend, boyfriend to a fairy godmother, fairy godfather. Oh yeah, You spend all your energy boosting them up, getting them shoes, getting them they wardrobe squared away, boosting them up, all of that.
Fucking Bobby Brown and 2 could play that game.
There you go.
He was a fucking mechanic with a Jerry curl, fucked up gold
all
fronts,
of that.
all in there. She fucking spent all that money getting him a haircut, getting his skin fixed, getting his teeth fixed. And what did she say? It was all good. He proposed to her, all of that. They was living a dream until he saw himself in the mirror. Then he started cheating.
There you go. Because when that happens, it's a fork in the road. 2 doors open. Okay, I help you get here. You go to your right, and it'll be us. We'll be together. We'll be this power couple. We can make that happen. But it's just like when a motherfucker hit the lotto, get a lot of money at once. They are not going to invest the right way. They are going to buy shit that they never couldn't have before in life. They are going to splurge on things that they never could have would have dreamed about. So guess what? Now they find they look good. They look at the door on the left and it's like, oh, I got bitches that's holler at me that never would have gave me the time of day. I got females that would snub their nose at me, flick me off. Now they see what I got going on. Yeah, I want to see what that's about. Like I say, just like hitting a lotto, just like having a large stash of money here, whatever passed on to you, motherfuckers go out there and wild out because they feel like I've never had it before. Let me go out here and see what it's like. Totally forgetting the person that they helped them get there. Like, I already got you, appreciate it, thank you, but you transformed from my girlfriend, my wife, my boyfriend, my husband to a fairy godmother, fairy godfather.
I'm trying to tell you, 10 minutes in, you potting today.
Bro.
10 minutes in, you potting. We ain't even introduced this shit. We ain't put for the earbuds, nothing. We on it today. Shit.
Dropping it for y'all.
buddy. 12 minutes in, but we still vibing. That's how we kicking it this Saturday night.
Yes.
Sunday morning for y'all that hear this. By the time y'all hear this.
That part.
But we here. This is episode 85. I got 85 written in my notes.
Let's go with that. It's either 85 or 84. We close.
It's somewhere around there. We had it right last week. When I went back and checked it, we did have it right. 84.
Right.
This is episode 84 of the Welcome to Forever podcast. As always, it is your boy, the bad guy, Pete Mac.
It's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
I guess we can go ahead and get the person of the week out of the way.
Let's talk about it.
You being our NFL insider.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Mr. Antonio Brown.
Bro, how can I put this? The guy's just on his own. He's on a whole new playing field. Guy took off his shoulder pads. Now, stuff came out saying that he was hurt, but they wanted him to push through it, and that's when he was like, "No, I'm done. Fuck that." Da-da-da. Even if that was true, right? Even if he was injured, even if he's hurt and coach trying to put you back in.
Better ways you could have gone about it.
That part. You could have easily just been like, you know what, I can't go. We'll get out there. I can't go. Well, fine. Stay there. Cool. Because
players are asked all the time to play through being hurt.
Right. Because you took a moment that you disagree with. Cool. Get that. Understand that. But not only that, when you're on a team, you're there for your teammates. Even if you disagree, you still stay there. I ain't finna go in, but I'm finna root my boys on. Hope they can make it. Then me and coach can have a conversation later. You transition it from being about team to you by taking off your shit, throwing some things in the stands, and then walking off, waving, and being done with it. If it's one thing that I would like to say, if there could be a Coach of the Year, retro Coach of the Year award, it would go to Mike Tomlin.
You ain't lying.
For years, nobody heard jack shit about him, Antonio Brown, at all. He had a few things going on, within the playing field of the game. Things here and there. But he kept him, Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell all in check in that locker room for that long. It seemed like when Antonio Brown left, he went cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs.
And then on top of that, I think I saw that. I'd have to fact check it. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think I saw that Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season.
Ever. Since he's been first coach, if I'm not mistaken.
We talking about, the Greg Popovich of the fucking NFL.
Exactly. That part. The dude gets it. A lot of people don't like him, but with a coach like that, he always going to give you a chance year in and year out. Year in, year out, he is going to give you an opportunity to make it to the promised land. Now, is he going to blow the doors off like a lot of other coaches? That the hot names, that's going to, how can I put it? Do it with zest and excitement all the time? No. But he, for the most part, going to get you to the dance. And that's the biggest thing because anything can happen there.
Mm-hmm.
So, he is that dude. But Antonio Brown, man, he went out there.
Yeah, and it just, I'm like, you've been, I'm not going to say gifted an opportunity. Mm-hmm. You worked hard and got an opportunity to play a game that you love that a lot of people can only dream about.
That's true.
And you disrespect the players that you play with and all the guys that came before you.
Right.
By doing that, instead of just sucking it up and being a man, and like you said, having a discussion after the game, stay out there, root on your teammates, or whatever. And all this stuff was coming out. Like I heard there was a whole bunch of stuff about bonuses. He was X amount of catches from bonuses, X amount of touchdowns away from another bonus, and that they were trying to hold him back from getting that because he was hurt and all it is. Regardless,
right.
Suck it up and be a man.
That's it.
Like that's really all it comes down to at this point. Like
own up to that shit.
Like then they started going to because he's been in the media quite a bit for his off the field antics. People started mentioning CTE, this and that.
Right.
I don't feel like this is a scenario that would have anything to even correlate to that. This literally is just being an adult, being a fucking man, and sucking it up.
That part. Because it seems like with a lot of CTE cases, you have depression, isolation, suicidal ideations, bouts of uncharacteristic behavior within it, but not on the field. A lot of people that you hear that may suffer from it, you hear their stories outside of it, and it is very, very mental health oriented. He may got some mental health shit going on with him. Who knows? But it's like those were very, very severe cases. Headaches, can't sleep, shit like that. Maybe stuff that he's experiencing. But at the same time, if you have a condition, that doesn't give you an excuse to be a dick. Doesn't give you an excuse to just wild out and just act and do any type of thing, any kind of way. So I look at him the same way I look at Kanye. People are like, you got to excuse Kanye because he's this, and this. Okay, cool, great. Well, then you take that shit somewhere else. That's just my thoughts. I know people worship him and, think the moon of him. God's talented. Get it. But I also understand that some people just ain't for everybody. Yeah. But, he been acting this way since his mom died. Guess what? A lot of motherfucking people moms died. I mean.
Like, I really wish we could get out of that mindset of, yeah, he's fucked up, but that's just who he is.
Yeah, no.
I really wish we could get out of that.
Just, you know what? Just say that. I would deal better with you just saying, this is just who he is. He ain't gonna change, and don't make excuses for him. Don't put it behind a mental illness or the death of a loved one. At the end of the day, you are you. Just say, man, that's Kanye being Kanye. Bet. I can deal with that. I can understand that. That's him being him. But when you have people running out here, maybe he mental disorder, his parents died, or same case with AB. He got a mental disorder. He got some, okay, but let's say, for instance, all of those things are true, right? Mental disorders, death of a parent. And you know that you're not yourself. The excuses fall short for me because I'm like, if you know you're not feeling yourself, you should take the initiative to get the help that you need. You should do what you feel like is right for you in order to get better. But obviously you like where you're at because you haven't changed.
And this is why I always say self-awareness is important, because like you said, take that time to get right for you. If you know you're going through some shit like that and you're not in your right mind, or you're not where you would like to be mentally, why would you put yourself in a high stressful situation that's only going to probably ignite and combust everything else that you got going on, and it's going to make something so minuscule as this,
right? It's
going to turn into this.
Very
something way bigger than it needs to be. Exactly. This really isn't that big of a deal,
right?
In hindsight. But then you look at all the shit that happened leading up to this. That's what makes this. If this had been, I don't know, fucking old boy on the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes,
right?
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's
if that had been him and he did this, we wouldn't be talking about this for a whole week. If that had been him,
right?
Why? Because we don't hear anything about him. All I hear is nothing but good things about that dude. Like, as far as off the field, he's not an off the field problem, nothing like that. Like,
at all.
We wouldn't have this, but because of all of the shit all of the turmoil and all of the shit that comes from him not getting his shit in order.
Right.
This is making this even bigger than it should be.
It's blowing up.
Like,
it's blowing up.
I don't know who he has in his camp. We was talking earlier about yes men.
Yeah.
All of this shit. Like, I don't know who he's got in his camp.
Right.
But you need to get new people around you.
You have to.
I'm one of them. Like, I don't know if you should sign your name on that contract.
Right.
Until you get yourself right.
Yeah. Because there's only one you, because like you say, pressure is going to come. When you're in those high pressure situations, whether it is through the media, fans, family members, all of these things are going to be thrown at you at one point in time. And if you are not mentally, emotionally right, it can only go from good to bad to worse. So it's all about being in that situation. Like you say, who are the people in this corner that are like, hey, bro, come on, man. What does this look like? What is, are you good enough to do what is needed or what is asked of you once you put your name down on this dotted line? And my question is, what happened if that's your girl? What would you do if your girl was in the news for every other thing similar to Antonio Brown, or just wilding out? Not saying she's being like having affairs or nothing like that, but you come home, you're like, all right, shit, good day at work. Turn on the TV. Yeah, there was an altercation at such and such mall today where singer.
Dude, my ass will sit here and be like fucking DJ Khaled. Another one? Really? Dude, like, man. Well, first and foremost, that probably wouldn't be my girl no more. After a couple of incidents, if we're having to keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's the definition of insanity.
Right.
Like, I'll help you. I'm not saying that I'm going to turn my back on you, especially if it's something mental going on.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm going to turn my back on you. I will be there for you to help you however I can.
Right.
But if it's starting to affect my mental too, at that point, it's either you or it's going to be me.
Right. That makes sense.
So I got to do what I got to do for me. I got to look out for numero uno.
Right.
Because I'm no good to anybody else if my mental's fucked up. So if you're whatever you got going on is bringing me and all of my shit and everything I'm trying to accomplish down too. Adios.
Gotta go. That makes sense.
That's just the way that is for me.
No,
shit.
that makes all the sense of the world. P-Mac say peace out.
You ain't lying. Shit.
Cause that, bro, have you seen the latest Mark Phillips video? He posted it today.
No, I hadn't seen one of that. I think the last one I saw was from, I think like last week. It's probably the last one I seen.
Bro, I'm dead. And I say when you, let's see if I can pull this shit I'm talking about. At least the title, when you break up with a singer.
I didn't watch it. I saw the caption on it. I hadn't watched it yet though.
Bro, how it be when you break up with a singer.
I do need to check that out.
Bro, if you get a chance, check that shit out.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Cause that dude, he be on top of his.
Him and his crew, mad props to them guys, cause they be on it. But it just when you break up and they got talent like that, and he's just like, hey, you and your girl, he was like, did y'all break up? Y'all on good terms? Like, yeah, we broke up. We on good terms. He's like, are you sure? Cause I think she dropped a song about you. It's like, no, we ended on.
See, that would make me not want to date no singer, man. That would make me. I'd be a little not wanting to, go past a certain point with a singer because, man, y'all break up, you finna be the next.
They finna use you as fuel.
Shit, man.
They finna use you as inspiration and not in a good way. Cause I ain't heard too many songs about motherfuckers singing about how good they significant other is.
Nah.
Now they could talk. They sing specifically about what it's like to be in love. They sing about the greatness of it, what it feels like. But they ain't came out with no song like Bernadette from the Four Tops where they name a name. You know, it'd be different if she dropped a song with your specific name in it. I ain't literally make a song about your name. Not just have you in a video where y'all booed up and talk about how great love is. Cause I'm gonna tell you now, you hurt singer's feelings. They finna drop tidbits that she talking about such and such. He talking about her. Like P-Mac say, y'all better be careful.
Dude, and then some of the other situations just be having me dying that, people that follow certain artists.
Right.
And, in some people, thanks to Eminem, we call these people stans.
Right.
That, certain artists, they can do no wrong.
True.
This and that. You got these, these certain people that they follow, celebrities, whatever. And, they idolize them, put them up on this pedestal. And, in certain situations, it really just makes me laugh. Like, take somebody like Beyonce.
Right.
That can record a song. Dissing men, basically talk about how men ain't shit,
right? And
then y'all women eat that shit up while she goes back home to her husband.
That part,
that shit kills me. I get all of my giggles out with that shit. Boy, I tell you, that shit has me dying.
It is truly something else as a whole because
it's too damn
the thing is, I think they become so rooted. They know it's wrong. They know what the fuck is going on, but they feel like, well, I'm out here now. I can't swim back to shore. I'm just ride this motherfucking wave until the storm passes. And that's how they look at it. They don't be giving a shit. They like, we gonna just keep going with it.
Yeah, that shit. Boy, that shit just be having me dying. Well, some of y'all motherfuckers are silly.
On a whole new level of crazy. I'm talking about they care more about Beyonce than they do their own damn relationship. Like, you got people that sit up here and will definitely act that kind of way behind that, and you just shake your head. You just be like, wait, what? What is going on here?
Yeah, that should be having me rolling. So thanks to good old handy dandy Twitter.
You know, Twitter got all the things.
Anything
all
you
the
can dream
things.
of
All
is
the things, man.
on Twitter. So I screenshotted this
Okay.
not too long ago. I want to preface this with a question to start. Let's say hypothetically, when you and Angel Face first started kicking,
right?
Let's say you hit her up. Hey, I want to take you out to dinner.
Right.
So you pick her up. Whatever. You pick her up. Y'all go eat. Y'all eat. Y'all having a gay old time like the Flintstones.
No doubt.
By the time y'all finish, the check comes.
Okay.
You reach for it. She says, hey, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you approach that? Let me ask you that first. You asked her out.
Right.
You picked her up.
Right.
All of that.
Right.
You grabbed the check. You reach for your wallet, get your card out, get your cash out, getting ready to pay it. She says, hey, no, I'll take care of it.
I'm not doing that. That's just me. That's just who I am because I asked you out on a date. Because that's not saying that you don't have it. That's not me stepping on your toes. Now, we'll compromise and I'll tell you what, you can leave the tip. If it's becoming to that point to where it's finna be that way, I say, okay, if you want mine, we're gonna just take her to tip. But I asked you out. I pick you up. I want to treat you. This is my love language. This is how I show what you mean to me is through, I don't want to say materialistic things, but quality time, acts of service, whatever. But in this moment, no, that's non-negotiable.
And see, in asking that, this is one of those situations, asking a question where you already know the answer to, because we on the same wave.
We're on the same page.
I'm the same way with that. I ask you out, I'll pay.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even if you asked me out,
right?
I'm probably gonna still at least make an effort to pay.
No doubt.
But this young lady posted this on Twitter.
Okay.
She said, and I quote, I'm out eating with this guy, and he took the bill, and I offered to pay. And he said, okay, here. Dude, I'm dead, dude, when I read that shit. I was dead.
Hold on. So my next question is, was she mad about this?
She wasn't mad.
But the fact that he did
She was just shocked. Like, and then I think further down, I wish I would have screenshotted more of the comments, but I think further down she said something like, I might not ever see him again, but I wasn't expecting that.
just came out not like,
and then there were a lot of people commenting saying, well, shit, if you didn't want to pay, you shouldn't have offered.
Right. You know.
So I don't know. It's two ways. Like, I don't have a problem with, I asked you out, you want to pay? Cool. That's not how I'm built.
Right.
But I have zero problem with him saying, well, shit, okay, fine. You want to pay? Cool. I have zero problem with that.
Right.
Because I am a firm believer of, if you don't want to pay, don't fucking offer to pay.
Exactly. Like Kountry Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
How many tables is this for?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If you not ready for that, regardless if you got the money, regardless of if you just trying to gauge your reaction to see how he gonna respond to that, don't do it. Don't do it. Because I'm gonna tell you now, if you volunteer to pay, I'm gonna fight you tooth and nail. Just like in hell, fight her tooth and nail to say, no, I got this. But if you insist and the waiter take your card, regardless of what I say, and run it, I'm gonna take her to tip, but you're not finna outgive me. That's because I look at it as a competition, a healthy one, but you're not finna outdo me. Oh, you pay for this meal? Okay, well then, guess what? You finna have some shit waiting on you, you know, whether it's a dress, some shoes, something, you know, and I just feel like that's just who we are. Appreciate the meal. Let me show you my appreciation for said and such. But no, hell no. I'll be like, what the fuck is you doing? Cause I do kind of take that personal. Cause I'm like, no, I got this. Thank you very much. This is my way of showing how much I appreciate you, love you, and respect you. Let me treat you to dinner. And for every woman out there, food is your love language. Let that man pay. It's not about independence. It's not about him disrespecting you. It's not about him, it's not about him as if you don't have it. No, we do that to be like, we appreciate you. Thank you. We love you. Here, let us buy you a meal. Or even if it's just a date, think of it as us paying for your time. Not in a way of being demeaning, but we appreciate you for spending this amount of time with us in that manner. The good conversation, the laughs, the giggles, all of that. And ladies, I'm pretty sure y'all maybe feel like, well, why can't we do that in the same way? Understandable. Get that. But just know that is something that we pride ourselves on. It provides us with a purpose in that regard. So we're not trying to take anything away from you when we do such. We respect your independent woman. We respect the fact that you're amazing, you're smart, you're intelligent, you can. But if you have a man that is somewhat hesitant to accept certain things, it may not be necessarily be coming from the fact that his pride is in a way, but we want to show our appreciation to you as well. So, no, I'm with you on that, P-Mac.
Yeah, but I was really laughing reading that, though, the fact that he said, okay, here.
Just slide that on over there to you.
Yeah, and there was there was a lot of women in the comments saying, "Girl, you don't need to talk to him no more. You should break up with him. I hope you never see him again." And she wasn't tripping. She just wasn't expecting him to be like, "Okay, here."
Right.
But
now,
she was like, "I paid it. I wasn't tripping. I wasn't expecting that." And
that'd be different. Okay, let's say for instance he did say that, but was there a caveat at the back end? Or I feel like fellas, if you are going to do something like that, have a caveat, an asterisk saying, okay, I'll let you take care of this one, but the next one, when we go out, I got this. You pick your favorite spot, what that looks like, and I'll handle it.
No.
Granted, would I do that the first go around? No, I'm paying for it. And I would let that be known. I don't.
You'll be lucky if I do that ever.
Right. Period. Be like, look, I'll tell you straight up. And I've done it before. Fuck what she talking about. Take this damn card. Because they, when they see two people arguing over it, they be like, well, I
be like, don't pay no attention to her. I mean, she didn't even know where the hell she wanted to eat at. Take the damn card and go. Shoot.
Yeah.
It took us forever just to decide to come here because, women don't never know where the hell they want to eat.
That part. See, it goes back from them eating the apple. I was telling somebody that before. They asked, women ate the apple, their sense of deciding where to eat at became null and void. Null and void. Don't even exist. Don't even fucking exist. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, for real. I'm glad you brought that up though. Speaking of Kountry Wayne, I actually just saw on IG, he's working on a project with Carl Payne.
Really?
And apparently it's got something to do with a movie that they are attached to. And,
okay.
And the big thing, one of the main things I like about Kountry Wayne is the fact that he's doing all this without Hollywood.
Right.
So I'm sure this is going to be an independently funded,
right, filmed
and promoted,
project,
right, from what I've gathered,
and
I'm here for it. I'm ready for it.
Right.
He was getting his jokes off because he was on his Instagram and he was like, man, I don't know whether to call you cockroach or Cole or what. The movie in 22, he made sure to say the movie in 2022 is going to be fire. So,
right on.
So I'm definitely interested to see what that's going to look like.
Nah, because I'm right there with you. Because the thing is that the man is self-made, built it from the ground up,
and dude is changing the fucking game too.
Exactly. He's proven that you don't need much skills, talent, and a minimum he can make it work. And it's the thing that get me is it seems like he's not stopping. He's not resting on his laurels. He's not trying to. By this time, you'll see so many people trying to interact with so many other famous people, trying to get their name out there. It seems like to me, does he want to get to that point, or will he get to that point? Yes, but he's laying his rock hard foundation where I'm not going to depend on any other celebrity outside of that. What I'm trying to do, because if that falls short, then guess what? I ain't got shit left. Building a house on sand. He's making sure his foundation is straight. And then when people are like, oh, yeah, I know him. Then when he goes to the top, he already got his, it's said and done. So, that got her. He gets it.
And then another dope thing is that he includes all of his people. Like you said, he's not going out getting. Now he has had skits with
course,
some other people, like most recently Zaytoven,
right?
Been doing, and that's like some legit shit. Because apparently, old Drip got a show coming up apparently now, so I'm ready to see what that goes.
No doubt.
But I mean, I think Boosie was in a skit, and he's had T.I. in one, and
exactly.
And but for the most part, it's his people.
And that is what you call doing it the right way.
Because I think he did an interview. It wasn't Breakfast Club. It was another show. I think it was another podcast. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But Lip Service.
Okay.
Lip Service. He said both of his sons pulled in 6 figures last year.
Really? See, but that's smart though.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, because this is my thing. Like, if you're gonna have people that's gonna be around, he's not having hanger-ons.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I'm gonna put you to work. And I feel like that's the way it is. Like, if any one of my homies got put on, if you got put on, if my brothers got put on, if anybody became famous overnight, like, man, you could quit your job. I just need you just kick it with me. Just be around. I'll take care of it. Nah, motherfucker, you finna give me something to do. Whether if that's being a handler, whatever is needed. You want me to interact with these kids? I can get my acting chops up. Whatever that is needed. But if you think that I'm finna sit up there and just be a motherfucker that just, hey man, when we gonna hit up the club? Hey, let me hold some money for this. Hey, let me do that. I lost your damn mind.
I'm like, nigga, even if it's just something as simple as if you need this nigga to carry your bag, then I'm gonna be the best damn bag carrier that I can motherfucking be. Shit.
That part. It is not finna happen. Me as a person, as a man, as a friend, as a family, just would not. I just want to feel comfortable.
And you got too many people that would.
Yeah.
Shit. You need me to rock? Cool. Oh, you paying? You buying my car? You buying me this? You buying? Cool.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
And it's like, because I know people that I'm cool with that is wealthy, well off. Probably got me by 5-10 times over. And if we go out, have a drink or have some lunch or have something to eat, and I'm like, I got it. They be like, no, I got it. No, I got it. I got it. It's not about that. It's about respect. I respect you enough and see you as a person to the point to let you know I'm not here for your money or anything of that nature. Because that shit, I don't care what anybody say. Just because you have it, that doesn't mean you always want to pay for everything. You always want to book the trips. Nah. It's about respect.
Man, just because I got it don't mean I'm just going to give it to you.
That part.
Because, perfect example. How many times we gone out?
Mm-hmm.
And I say, hey, this round's on me. How many times have you said, bet, but I got the next one?
Cool. Always. Yo, we gonna always rock. Like, always.
That's just how this shit work with us. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
What the fuck I'm gonna sit here letting you buy all the drinks or you letting me buy all the drinks?
Right.
Now fuck all that, man. Shit.
Now it's like, look, we get this like on a regular basis, but like birthdays or shit like that. No, I got it. Don't worry about it. His tab on me. Special occasion, yeah. But motherfucker, every time if you got somebody, whether it's a friend, girlfriend, family member, every time you go, hey, I'm not talking, well, significant other, that's somewhat different because of what we talked about. Mm-hmm. But if you paying for everything, the works, well shit, even if it is a significant other, if you paying the rent, bills, car note, food, daycare, childcare, insurance, whatever else, and they ain't even offer, it's like, babe, I help you with this. Or if your homies don't be like, nah, don't worry about it, I got you this time. They just like, all right, cool, bet. You need to start evaluating that shit.
Man, fellas, if you doing all that and she ain't offering to pay nothing, she better have that soul snatcher 5,000. And even that might not be enough for me. But damn it, she better at least be working with that. If
something.
That's the case. Shit.
Something.
Because, man.
Like straight up, it has to be some equivalent exchange.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if y'all don't know what that is, I learned that from anime. Full Metal Alchemist. That's what it's called. Equivalent exchange. If you give something and get something back in return that is equal value. That's the same way with any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be even. But I like to go above and beyond. That's cool. That's great. But guess what? What you get in return doesn't have to be monetary. If they can't match you money-wise, maybe it's your time-wise. Maybe it's affection. Maybe they make up for it with any and other things that equals to that. And guess what? Even if they can't match what you give equally, you can always match effort.
Because, I mean, if you're doing all of that,
Mm-hmm.
you're not asking her to pay nothing. Cool.
Right.
You doing all that, and you barely see her. Oh, she's sucking somebody's dick. And it ain't yours.
Say something ain't
Fuck
adding
all
up.
that, man.
Something ain't adding up.
You dropping that soul snatcher 5,000 on somebody else. Shoot,
Somebody. That's just facts. And ladies, same thing for y'all. If you doing that, you dropping that dick from the top rope.
From the top.
From the top rope.
Top rope.
On somebody. Just like that. So, gonna have to figure it out. Y'all better get with it.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you, man.
You better fucking get with it.
But I know something else y'all motherfuckers need to realize, that yes, we're adults. We all love sex.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for me, it's not even about sex. But again, you know, we had this in-depth discussion. I think it was on last week's episode about being older, wanting different things.
Yeah.
It ain't just about, it's not just, you know, surface level. You know, we are really, you know, trying to build some shit here.
Very much so.
And, you know, when it comes to relationship, for me, it ain't even about sex. Do I love sex? Fuck yeah, I love sex. But it ain't even about that. I value intimacy more than sex.
No doubt.
And, you know, something I think a lot of people don't fucking realize is that sex almost always includes some form of intimacy.
Right.
Intimacy does not always include sex.
That is very true.
Intimate, it could be something as simple as just laying there cuddling.
That's it.
And y'all be sleeping on a good cuddle.
Look.
I love a good cuddle every now and then.
Look.
Like,
They sit up there they talk about that shit like it's a bad thing.
Man, I love some good cuddling, man.
Fellas, y'all should be happy that you got somebody that want to lay up on your funky ass.
I'm trying to tell you. Well, I'll sit there and be this top 6'3". I'll be the little spoon. I don't give a fuck. Shoot.
Because it's something, like you say, especially when it's with that one, it's just something about having that warmth, that feeling, that comfort, the presence, just right there.
Yeah.
You know, not doing nothing, like you said. There ain't got to be no sex. There ain't got to be no. If it leads to that, cool. But to be like, even if it's like, if she asks, and women do ask, let's just sit here and cuddle. Let's just sit here and watch TV. Bet. Think I'm finna turn that shit down?
Fuck no.
Hell
you better
no.
get over here and cuddle me. Shoot.
But you know what? I think a lot of men turn that shit down because they don't have the tools equipped to know how to handle, to be intimate with a person, with, like you say, without having sex. They see intimacy as sex. They got them so far intertwined that they can't see how different that they really are.
And it's fucking crazy. And I'll shoot them just a little bit of bail. It's not something you really are acknowledging or paying attention to when you're younger. Because again, it's just like other shit. You just be wanting to get your meat wet.
Right.
You don't care about none of that shit.
Right.
As you get older, you really start to value. I don't chase sex. I could go have sex anytime I fucking want to.
Right.
Believe that.
Right.
There's not a shortage of vagina around me that I could just
Right.
go. But I want something more than that.
Right.
I'm chasing intimacy. Because that's something that people don't realize, or a lot of people don't realize, that intimacy just makes sex that much better.
Very much so.
To be able to sit here, cuddle, not have sex, and talk, or don't even have to talk, just laying there.
That's
just
it.
Embracing each other, just holding each other, just, you know, feeling that warm body that you cut for, that cut for you.
Right.
No words needed, none of that. That shit just makes sex that much better. And a lot of people just do not understand that because they're just chasing sex, chasing intimacy.
Yeah.
I'm dropping jewels here. I'm going for 50 right now, man.
Place your bets on them.
I'm going for 50, dude. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all something.
Yes.
Here.
Free money.
Intimacy.
Free money.
I promise you, it's going to be that. You mentioned, I think I posed the question on Facebook a couple of months ago. Your favorite non-sexual act of intimacy. I think you would mention something like cooking together.
You damn right.
That is something intimate. Y'all sitting there, It could even be something as simple as, we've never had this before. We've never tried to cook this before.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do it. Like, I remember one time, me and my ex, we made a pizza from scratch. Yeah.
Exactly.
Never done it before. Went ahead and made, and it was purely by accident. Like, we was texting.
Okay.
And she asked me, had I ate today? I was like, well, I'm about to make a pizza. Mm-hmm. And she thought I meant actually making it from scratch. It was damn like a fucking DiGiorno or some shit. But it gave me an idea. I was like, shit. How about one time I obviously I made the joke about it. I was like, well, she was like, oh, I'd like to see how you make that. I was like, I pull it out the damn box and put it in the oven. What you mean how I make it? But the light bulb went off. I was like, shit, well, you know what? How about this weekend we actually make a fucking pizza together?
Right.
You know? Like, so I mean, just something as simple as that, you know.
Exactly.
Maybe neither of you have had it before, or maybe you've never cooked it before.
Exactly.
So you sit there and like, fuck it, let's experiment. Let's see how this comes out. Let's cook it together.
Exactly.
Little shit like that just makes sex so much better. But y'all are just so focused on just trying to get the clothes off. Right. Get in there and rattle some sheets.
That's it.
Like,
pick up what he putting down.
That shit, man.
Pick up what he putting down, fellas.
I'm going for 50, man.
Pick up what he putting down.
I'm going for 50. Shit, man.
I'm telling y'all nothing but the truth and the undisputed truth.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I love intimacy.
Oh, yeah.
And I think my favorite non-sexual act of intimacy, which I commented on there, is literally just being able to joke and laugh.
That's
because there's a certain level of, we mentioned last week, vulnerability.
Yes.
When it comes to just being able to joke and laugh at yourself.
Oh, yeah.
About shit. There's a certain, because, you know, some people don't want to open up in that way or it takes some time to.
Right.
That's like just one of my biggest things. That's a huge turn on for me.
Right.
Just, you're comfortable enough around me to just let that guard down enough to where you can joke and laugh at yourself. Mm-hmm. If you got one of them cute little laughs, you know that maybe you're a little insecure about, that I love. Like, I love that kind of shit, man. I love it when you're comfortable enough around me to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just let it out. I don't care. If you think your laugh is ugly and you're just comfortable enough to let it out.
You know how I feel about laughs, bro.
I mean the ones that's actually cute, though. The ones that they don't like. The ones that they don't like, but they actually be cute. Because with me, like, I hate my voice. I hate my voice when I'm listening to the podcast and shit. But so many girls tell me, oh, your voice is so sexy, this and that. I'm like, I fucking hate it when I go back and listen to these episodes. And you got girls that I think they laugh, they little chuckles, they're going to be cute as fuck. And they don't like it. I love that shit.
No, I feel you on that, because if it's one thing.
Not laughing like a fat boy.
Look. All that shit. Oh, man. Because if it's one thing I'm blessed with, Angel Face has an absolutely amazing laugh, giggle. It is, I'm blessed in that department to have that. That is one of the biggest things that I can honestly say that I absolutely love and adore. Because when you with somebody that has a cute laugh, you want to try and make them laugh all the damn time so that you can hear it. Yeah. So, like you say, don't fellas, if a girl sound like a fat boy, when she laughing, to each stay on. That's all I can say. That ain't my vibe, but to each stay on.
And then on top of that, something else I might do with them girls that got them cute laughs is I might do something to just make them kind of put that chuckle out in the bedroom, like when we getting ready to get down. I might just do just a little something because it's so damn cute. It's a turn on. So I'm like, shit, we getting ready to get down. I might say or do something that I know is going to make you laugh. Right. So you let out a little chuckle in the bedroom. Shit, you know, we get to rocking, you know?
No doubt. No doubt. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Man.
Damn right.
Yeah, that's my take on that shit, man. Stop chasing sex. Chase intimacy, man. It's going to make sex. It's going to make your relationship so much better. You chase
Pick up what he putting down. It is
going for 50, man.
Picking up.
We was a fucking Splash Brothers tonight.
Yes.
Man. I hope y'all was listening to all this shit we just dropped.
This was some damn good shit that we dropped on y'all. Highly, highly recommend that you listen to it from start to finish. You made it this far. You weren't disappointed. I know you weren't. Even if you want to act like you are.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Shit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened this week. I mean, there's been quite a bit, but shout out to all them cats getting life.
Oh, yeah. They had to eat that. I don't know how motherfuckers thought they was going to get anything less than that. If they did, flipping over tables. Not gonna deal with that.
Nah.
Period.
Because I mean, I pretty much once it was a guilty verdict, I pretty much already knew because life is a minimum sentence in Georgia for a murder charge. So
Gotcha.
I pretty much knew it. Basically, just came down to if they was going to get parole or not. Which
I think one did.
There.
One has
the
to.
one. I think it was the one that was recording.
Okay, that sounds about right.
The father and son got life with no parole.
When there was
I
one
think
other.
the other guy was the one recording. I want to say.
And if that's the case, even still, their age, by the time you come up for parole, you got to do so many years.
Mm. And plus, there were other charges trumped on there too.
That is true.
They got to run those concurrently. So I don't see any of them getting out.
Nah.
So
No, they got to eat that. They're gonna stand on that.
So, and I mean, it's a damn shame that this is what it takes. There's 4 lives ruined plus the family. So it's even more than that.
Yeah.
Even more lives ruined because y'all wanted to take the law into your own hands of something that you never even witnessed. But like you try to sit there and claim you saw him stealing shit. There was no evidence that he took anything. You may or may not have saw him back there, but there's no evidence he ever took anything, nothing. And y'all want to take shit in your own hands.
In my mind, theft, I'm talking about ever. Theft does not warrant death.
No.
The only time I feel like it is warranted is if I'm asleep and you break into my house, because now I'm fearing for my life. That is different. But if you pull up on somebody and you see them taking something, first of all, it ain't fucking yours. All right? It don't belong to you. It doesn't warrant death.
Because me, some of y'all may not like what I'm about to say. I really don't give 2 shits.
Mm-hmm.
I am a firm believer of I don't give 2 shits about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Mind your business.
Now, I know that some of y'all, but what if he's doing this and you're right there and you can stop? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, if it's that, I mean, there's certain caveats to this shit. Like if I was out somewhere and I see a guy, maybe he's putting his hands on a woman.
That part. But if it's,
I'm gonna feel a little way about that.
Yeah, that part.
But some shit,
Picking
or
on folks.
a lot of shit, I can say, if it ain't got shit to do with me, I don't give 2 fucks about it.
Like literally, like if it's dealing with domestic violence, abuse, bullying, I'm gonna say
children.
something. Or children. I'm gonna say something on that.
Hmm?
But if it is something like that, I'm gonna look like, I ain't see shit.
I'm like, look
See
like
a
that
damn
nigga
thing.
breaking in next door. He ain't broke in my house. I don't give a fuck.
That part.
Now he break over here, we gonna have to come to Jesus meeting.
That part. Or he gonna go to Jesus.
What fucking Nate Dogg say? 16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. I will unload that motherfucker on him.
That part.
They gonna be like, how you gonna claim self-defense? You shot him 17 and a half times.
Have to make sure. Had to make sure. I watched too many zombie movies. I don't know. I seen him twitch a few times.
For real. Keep shooting that motherfucker like on Harlem Nights.
Hell yeah.
He said, man, if you don't quit shooting that little shit.
Then they come up last.
Oh, that's my favorite scene of that movie.
Harlem Nights is my
God,
motherfucking
man.
movie. I don't care what nobody say. If you haven't seen Harlem Nights, you missing out.
That
Classic.
shit was on earlier, too.
Classic.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's my shit. Man. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Likewise, that's all
got
I
a
got.
whole list
Look.
of shit, but we can
We're re up
keep
on
moving
it.
this shit, man. But,
Bet that.
oh, man. But yeah, that's my favorite scene of that movie.
When I say hilarious,
boy, I tell you, but yeah, just pick up what we putting down.
yes.
I don't fucking forgot, but just run back to fucking episode all the shit.
Yeah.
We both went for fucking 50.
Oh yeah, y'all.
Fucking Splash
Brothers. We drop some shit on y'all that we feel like that not only help y'all, educate y'all, but pass on the savings to the other people that you know that may be doing some of the shit that we talked about. You'll be grateful.
Damn Skippy. Shit.
Right on.
But yeah, that's all I got. Shit. Episode 84 of the Welcome to Forever podcast. Shit. As always, it is your boy, the bad guy.
Hey, and it's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
Shit. We just gonna find some